I've done this specifically to show you month to month, because you could see our decline, where the figures are low, is in April, is in May, is in June. Here I want to say that if we want to bring the figures to an average of the rest, other months, then we need to have the dynamic pricing. Dynamic pricing is not happening to hotels. I think hotels need to be proactive and have dynamic pricing for low season. Why should you have 10 clients alone with a rate of, let's say, $100 and not have a full house at a rate of $60? Dynamic pricing, last minute booking. These are the things that are happening in Europe and other destinations. Kenya needs to be proactive in such dynamic pricing. Open sky policy, the Civil Aviation Authority needs to seriously. I definitely am very loyal to Kenya Airways. I think it's a great airline, but we cannot continue protecting Kenya Airways at the expense of the national interest. I think Kenya Airways, we need to find a way of nurturing Kenya Airways, but definitely we need to allow other airlines. Kenya Airways is struggling on capacity, and hopefully very soon they'll resolve that problem. But meanwhile, we need to allow other airlines to come into the country. Revenue is 98 billion Kenya shillings revenue. That is very good for Kenya. Our best year, which was 2007, was 62 billion. 62 billion. Last year was 73 billion Kenya shillings, and this year is 98 billion Kenya shillings. In terms of dollar, last year was $930 million. This year is $1.1 billion. So it's an 18.6% growth since 2010. And then the UNWTO figures, which we have seen last year, there's been an increase of 4.4%, which is from 939 million travelers around the world to 980 million travelers around the world. The issue of security on Al-Shabaab is more of a perception, and the travel advisory has actually discouraged travel. And we have been fighting this at the UNWTO, and we are fighting today in Kenya. If these partners are genuine, true friends of Kenya, and they want to fight criminality of Al-Shabaab, they should support Kenya rather than discourage their nationals to come to Kenya. This year is going to be a very tricky year. I am not going to be over optimistic about 2012. One is that the economic crisis in Europe is biting seriously. And we are glad, and I'm glad that we decided 2008 strategically to diversify to the new markets. If you look at all the emerging markets we have been, there has been an average of a 40% growth every year. From Hungary to Poland to the UAE to China, 32%, to India, 29%. Yeah? So emerging markets, all of them have grown very good. The existing market, the traditional market, has been a marginal growth. The UK is a 16% growth. Yeah? US has been a 9% growth. So an average growth of 9% because of our aggressive efforts in marketing. But in terms of the economic situation in these countries, particularly Europe, we are worried about 2012. And I have had a serious meeting with the Ministry of Finance, that if we are not given funds to do an aggressive marketing for the next 3 months, we will lose not only summer, but we will lose even winter. We put a strategy in the next 3 months, a serious strategy, then definitely we are going to be much better for winter. For summer, actually time has run out for us. So we are worried about summer. Yeah, that's why I've called about the airlines, I've called about the hotels and the government authorities who are managing airports to be dynamic in their pricing for 2012. Otherwise, my modest estimation is to maintain 2011. If the embassies are going to up their travel advisories because of elections, yes, then it will worry me. But so far, I believe, and I'm in government, institutions that are put in place are strong enough not to have a repeat of 2008. So I am less worried. I am happy that pushing on the date from August to December 17th to be the right decision. Then after Christmas and onwards, then the season starts. That will be an upbeat for the nation when we have successes, and it will be able to help us for tourism.